Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we're reviewing and updating our Theros Beyond Death limited draft guide. We're talking about some of the synergies, some of the strategies that are involved to get you there with success. And now drafting is the most efficient way to grow your collection, to collect both uncommons and rares. There is not another way that's better than that, especially for free-to-play players. Obviously, sealed is a little bit better, but again, that's going to cost you gems, and you're going to have to play draft for a while to collect enough gems to play sealed, right? So we do have a lot of success stories with free-to-play completions in our Discord, so join there if you're interested in learning how people are farming drafts and completing their collection before the next set releases. With that all being said, we're going to review the synergies and the archetypes. We're going to go through some of the resources that you guys should be using while you're going through this process. And then maybe, if we're lucky, we're going to get into a little bit of deck building and a little bit of gameplay. So thanks for watching. Let's get into it. So first things first, jump into the description below, click on the Beginner's Handbook link, and open up this MTG Arena Beginner's Handbook. This is a document made by myself, which is meant to encapsulate all of the resources that you as a beginner or a free-to-play individual will need to be successful in Magic the Gathering Arena. So we have a couple things in here already, and it's growing every day. Check out the table of contents, and everything's hyperlinked, so all you have to do is click on it. How do I upgrade my deck? Free-to-play decks, right? So 0 rares. And then for each of these decks, there's an upgrade guide that goes along with it. We have farming guides, we have the limited guides, and then we have a couple other really cool things as well. And again, if you find any value within this spreadsheet, please share it out to your friends, right? So for an example, I know we're not on topic here, but I click mono red. We've got a beginner deck list, an intermediate deck list, and an expert deck list. We're going to have a video for each deck list, and then we're going to have a description with bullet points and strategies for each deck list. So that's really, really cool. For today's lesson, though, we're really focusing on our Hipsters of the Coast farming spreadsheet and Deathsy's limited tier list spreadsheet, which we have open here in our 2 tabs. So this is a great way to get all of the resources that you need to be a successful Magic the Gathering Arena player, like I said. So let's open up Deathsy's tier list. That's first of all, right? As far as navigating it, we have all the tabs up top. We have Theros Beyond Death updated, which is the key component to this, and then his info and links. Be sure to follow Desi, all that. He is an absolute magician at this game, you guys. So he's got updated tier lists, and the reason that this differs or varies from the LSV tier list that's incorporated in most of the trackers is that they do that on pre-release, right? For when the first set comes out. It's not updated after that I'm aware of. And Desi updates this all the time as he's playing. So this is the most up-to-date metagame list that you can get as far as card rankings and tier lists. It goes further than that, though, you guys. He not only breaks it down, right, but he will tell you, in his opinion, the best color combos. So as far as synergies and archetypes that we want to be pushing when we're picking our cards in our packs, black-red, white-blue, white-black, white-red, anything with white, black-green, anything with black, right? And then again, he does have the color tier rankings here as well, with red being the worst, green and blue being not so hot, and then obviously white and black being absolutely stellar. So with this info, you're going to be able to do a lot. And again, make sure to follow Desi, watch his stream, and then you're going to get some firsthand experience from the world's best limited player, you guys. Desi is no joke, so check him out if you're looking to watch some draft plays, right? So that's our tier list. Previously, we used MTG Arena Tools Overlay, which we are still going to use for the fact that it allows us to help with our Hipsters of the Coast farming guide, which is our next step. So we've got our beginner handbook open. We opened Deathsy's tier list through it, and now we've opened our Hipsters of the Coast farming guide for it. If you've not used this yet, there is an introduction on the start. It's going to tell you exactly how to use it, right? Just follow these steps. It's as easy as that. If you have any questions, please ask them in the Discord. We're happy to help you there. And when you ask them there, we're able to educate everybody all at once, which is really, really cool. As far as you're concerned, you initially, when you open this up, open your draft, your tool, right? And then we go to our collection and we see Theros Beyond Death. We have all the cards listed here. And you can see that we have 4 copies of a lot of these, right? And then here's some that we don't have 4 copies of. So like 3, 3, 3, 1, 3. You could have zeros, you could have twos, depending on how far your collection is, right? So you just want to transcribe this information into this spreadsheet by entering which cards you have 4 of, which cards you have 3 of, which cards you have 1 of, right? And then it's going to do some nice magic mathematics, and you're also going to need to enter in how many packs you own, right? I have 1 Theros Beyond Death pack. And then you're going to need to enter in a couple of other things here. Number of mythics owned, right? Which is going to all come from this spreadsheet. So you actually won't need to enter any of that. And then all you have to do is say we do our draft deck number 1, we do black, red. And I apologize for not having this filled out before. And then we are starting with rares of 212. And we're ending with 212. Start mythics 54. And say we end with 55, we get a mythic, right? That's going to auto-populate the fact that we scored 1 mythic and that we now moved up to 55. So it's going to auto-populate after that. And then say we won 3 packs, we got 7 wins and 0 losses. So it's telling us that we net gained 200 gems. So this is going to all come in to the top section here and populate. So it's going to tell you like how much you're winning, which is really, really cool. And then your average of rares open, your average of mythics open. So it's just a really good way to track your progress while you're farming the set. With that being said, once you've got these 2 things done, be sure to open up your favorite tracker and enable your overlays. For MTG Arena tool, we just go home, we click on the version number, which I don't know why you have to do that. Maybe there's a workaround there. So we go home, and then in the bottom right, the version number, and then we can go over here to the left-hand menu where it says overlays. We enable overlay 1, mode goes to draft pick, right? Make sure it says draft pick, enable overlay 1. You can enable multiple overlays here if you want. Just pick what you want it to be. Right? For this video, though, we only need to overlay our draft pick. So once you have that done, you're good to go ahead and open up Magic the Gathering Arena, right? And then you can enter your draft, build your deck. You may want to review some of the synergies and archetypes. We do have all of that covered in video 1. So if you've not seen the general overview of the different color combinations and how they might work together, be sure to go back and watch that video. This was just meant to be an updated guide to let you guys see the updated tier list and introduce the free-to-play beginner's handbook that encapsulates all this wonderful information. So with that being said, let's get into it. And now you're going to see this process in real time. All right, you guys, we've got all of our stuff open in the background. Let's go ahead and try to build a relevant draft deck. And we get tempted with Dream Trawler right off the get-go. You know what I mean? Especially when we have a Myers Grasp here. So we can still generally use this list. But again, because we are doing it this new way, we get to compare with Desi's list. Multicolor here, we have a Dream Trawler rated S. So basically breaks the format, that means, right? Basically cheating hands down the best bombs in the game, pick them and play them. That's as much information as we need, right? Now we get into some more strenuous picks where we are still relying on this, but if it does come down to those unique interactions, we're going to want to potentially use that. Like Starfield Mystic's great. We're playing white and blue here if we can, probably the whole time. So really, the first thing that we want to look at is the Seas God Scorn, which is a 6-drop, very heavy. It's not really going to work. Hero of the Pride, whenever you cast a spell that targets it, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Again, not very bad. Legend of the Lost Pride, when it dies, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. That's probably very good here. Let's be honest. So it's a C- here compared to Hero of the Pride, which is a C. So let's take a look again at our other list. And we are comparing Legend of the Lost Pride and Hero. 'Cause, you know, Hero of the Pride, whenever you cast a spell that targets it, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Again, not very bad. Legend of the Lost Pride, which is a C. So let's take a look again at our other list. And we are comparing Legend of the Lost Pride and Hero. Hero of the Pride, we have a B here, right? And then Lenin, we have down in a C. So we could get into a weird situation where we want to play defensively too, but these picks will probably be there later on. So let's go ahead and just snag our hero off the start. Rise to Glory, Commanding Presence, Pantheon. Omen of the Sea is probably our best pick here. Let's jump over. Perhaps I'm blind. Omen of the Sea is a B, yes. So does it beat out Commanding Presence? Commanding Presence is an A, you guys. A very, very good card. So normally we would get caught up and try to take this Omen of the Sea, but I think probably Commanding Presence gets the drop there. And that is the difference between running off an old tier list and a new tier list, you guys. So I think that has demonstrated enough value there in its own. Heliod's Pilgrim, I think, is very, very good. I think it's going to have a nice ranking here as well. That's an A card. Just because it can search our deck for any aura card, which is pretty crazy. So now we kind of want to keep an eye open for aura cards, right? Moss Viper's not in our colors. We have Naiad of the Hidden Coves. Not bad. We should probably take this Triumphant Surge, though, if I'm being honest, or the Flicker. So we're comparing these three cards, right? Flicker of Fate, Triumphant Surge. Flicker of Fate is a C. Triumphant Surge is also a C. So those cards are both C's, and then Naiad of the Hidden Coves is also a C. So we're straight C's across the board. Did he rate Sage of Mysteries? No, that's a D. That's what I thought. So honestly, we probably take removal because we don't have any, right? That's kind of a go-to move. Dreadful Apathy is probably our best card here, without a doubt. Let's confirm. Dreadful Apathy is an A. That's a must pick, basically. Lenin of the Lost Pride, we've seen that being a C, but again, we only have Stern Dismissal. So let's take a look at that. Stern Dismissal is a D, so we'd be better off going with Lenin of the Lost Pride here, by far. Towering Wave Mystic, you can get some cool combos in there, so that could potentially help us. But again, not really great. We have the Unicorn, Indomitable Will, Omen of the Sun to compare. Right, Captivating Unicorn. Which is a C. Indomitable Will is also a C. Omen of the Sun is a B, you guys. Omen of the Sun gets a slight nod. We're not playing a 3-color deck, so I don't think we need mana fixing yet. Commanding Presence, we've seen how good that card was, so we could just retake that. Let's take a look at Eidolon of Philosophy, Nyxborn Seaguard. We got a C, and the Nyxborn Seaguard. Ooh, that's a D. So we probably want to take the C, the nice big attacker. We have no 1-drops. That could be good. Let's take Lenin of the Lost Pride. Why not? Pious Wayfarer or Pantheon? Right. We do have a C. Pantheon. Is a D. So let's take the C, I think. I mean, if we had a 3-color deck, probably we'd want to stack that. Indomitable Will. Probably just stacking creatures. Whenever another creature you control attacks, it gets 1 defense until end of turn. Glory Bear over Towering Wave Mystic, which we've had ample opportunity to pick. Glory Bears shouldn't be high ranked. Why can I not? Oh, here it is. It is a D. 3-4 though. I mean, it could be a worse D. And then our Flicker of Fate, I guess, and a Blessing. So we've picked up our first pack. Yeah. It's going to take us a while to get there. So as far as in our colors, not much. Right? Very bad, actually. The Brine Giants, potentially. We also do have the Transcendent Envoy for the help in the air flying. Let's check our Envoy. It's a B. I guess we'll take it. Gray Merchant. Oh my god. Love it. One with the stars. Well, we do have quite a few picks here, actually. So what do we have? We've got one with the stars. As a B, enchant target creature, enchanted permanent is enchanted, loses all other card types. Does it still keep its abilities, or does it just become an enchantment? Right? That's what I need to know. How is Elite Instructor ranked here as well? Not good. It is an aura, which we can search for. Sentinel's Eyes, also an aura. We should probably take this Pegasus, though, if I'm being honest. Flying, gains Vigilance and Lifelink until end of turn. I don't even think that's... we need to go and look for that. Sunmane Pegasus is a B. Guaranteed that beats out this. Let's take our Pegasus. Pick number 4. Honestly, Revoke Existence is probably... there's so many good picks here. This is a hard one. We want Daxos. It's great. We want Dreadful Apathy. It's great. We want also Revoke Existence. It's great. We also want another Pegasus. It's great. Right? Let's take a look where Dreadful Apathy is here. When in doubt, take removal. Yeah, that's an A. We have a lot of white. This could be good. Reverent Hoplite. Probably bad. Yeah, that's a C. Captivating Unicorn is also a C. Pious Wayfarer is also a C. And Transcendent Envoy. It's the slight nod. It will make our commanding presence cheaper. That's good, actually. Heliod's Punishment. I guarantee you that's the best. Yeah, another B. So much removal in white. It's awesome. I'm almost forgetting that we've splashed blue for Dream Trawler. We're almost a mono white deck. Flicker of Fate or Hero of the Pride. I think Hero of the Pride gets it. Yeah. Oh, Nyxborn Sea God is bad. Let's just take our Flash. Take our Wayfarer. Memory Drain, maybe. How bad is Memory Drain? That's a C. Rumbling Sentry. Oh, that's a D. That's bad. Let's take our creature when in doubt. Sentinel's Eyes. This is lucky that we got back to these. Revoke Existence, probably over Pegasus. Let's see. Removal always wins. Revoke Existence is a C. And then the Sunmane Pegasus is a B. Ouch. Take the Wayfarer, and we don't need that. Pack 3, you guys. We've not really pulled any good blue, other than our Dream Trawler, if you can believe it. We're going to take our Dawn Evangel, just because that will take our Commanding Presence back. It should be here. Am I misreading this card? Is it not good? To see. Really? You know what? I'm going to take Transcendent Envoy. Lagonna-Band Storyteller. When it enters the battlefield, you may put target enchantment card from your graveyard on top of your library. If you do, gain life equal to its converted mana cost. I think so. Am I, oh, it's Lagonna. I'm misreading the card. Right here, a C. What's Sentinel Eyes? Yeah, that's a C as well. I guess it gives us more longevity. Shit. Staggering Insight or Daybreak Chimera. Probably Staggering Insight, let's be honest. So if we just want to see, Staggering Insight would be here as an S. So we've got 2 S's. That's very, very good. Let's take Dreadful Apathy. Removal always wins. Whirlwind. Denial. That's a C. Revoke Existence is also a C. Right? Yeah. Vexing Gull, where's that land? Vexing Gull is a B. I like it. It's a good target for Staggering Insight. Oh my god, you guys. What a world. Let's take our Hero of the Pride again. Our blessing will protect us, right? Keep that Staggering Insight alive. And then our Dawn Evangel, in case it dies. All right, just kind of closing these picks out, right? Some dirt. So we need our bread format in play, bombs, removal, evasion, and dirt, I think. So obviously we can drop our red cards. Oh, gosh. I thought we picked 2 of these. Huh. Ten cards still to trim. It's important we get to our Dream Trawler. Chimera is good. The removal is probably good. Might be a little expensive, but Glory Bearers is a little expensive. Couple 1-drops, couple 2-drops, quite a few 3-drops, and a lot of 4-drops. We're gonna pull up our list as well. Where was Omen of the Sun? That's a B. Oh my god, we have to take it. Triumphant Surge can probably go, in all honesty. Yeah, that's a C. C removal or C smash? We're sitting at 17 lands. Hero of the Pride to 2. Four cards to trim. Very hard choices, you guys. It's a tough choice, you guys. That stays. I mean, in all honesty, Pious Wayfarer could go, except for it's a 1-drop. Let's drop it. Screw it. It's a 1-drop. Who needs a 1-drop? No, your curve is important, you guys. I'm just being so greedy right here. We do have 12 creatures. That's not much. We probably want around 15. So a lot of removal here. I don't want to drop a land because it's very important that we hit our Dream Trawler on point. 17. Especially because we have the draw engine, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm just unsure what to drop. I guess let's drop a single Pegasus. Throw our sleeves on, and then we're going to just review it because that's an important part of the game as well. So turn 1, really, we're just looking to do nothing. Turn 2, we want our hero out or our envoy. Turn 3, we want to attack with our Staggering Insight while holding up a blessing. And then we just win the game from there by holding up our blessing. Then we've got all of our removal, and then more flying in case we've not hit our insight on something off the start. We get it on a flyer later on. And then Dream Trawler to win the game. I sure hope so. So we're basing this all around Staggering Insight and Dream Trawler. I think that's good. So that's the deck, you guys. That's at least my deck building procedure. I'm not sure how much you are or how well you were able to take away from this. Let me know in the comments. So we've gone through basically everything you need to know on how to create an appropriate draft deck. You're tracking your drafts, you're becoming aware of the meta and how it's updating and the different synergies and archetypes. And then it's just going to come down to building these decks and getting a little bit better at it, finding those unique interactions, because Limited is so diverse with all of the different cards you can put together. Because you only get 3 packs, there's a lot of different ways you can go, and you don't always get to go the same way every time, which forces you into playing new things that might not be as good as you want them to be, and then you increase that skill level because you're playing with that handicapped. So that was our deck building procedure. Now let's get into a little bit of gameplay. All right, you guys, welcome to the show. This is something I normally don't typically do, but we're going to try our best today. Again, I am down in bronze, so we're going to be okay. And I'm just realizing that, oh no, for a second I thought we were in best of 3, and I was like, that cannot be correct. I did not make a sideboard. So Vexing Gull, Commanding Presence, some removal. It's not bad. We've got nothing till we get there, but once we get there, we should be good. And we can kind of stifle him a little bit off the start if we need. More land is also what we don't need. Field of Ruin, Towering Wave Mystic. Uh-oh. So we do get a nice 2-drop here. Towering Wave Mystic is abusable, let's be honest. Underworld Charger, it's a good drop as well. So, let's just try to push out aggro. Right? Flying, create a 1/1 blocker. Sure. Okay, we survived removal, that's good. No blocks, taking some damage. Let's just lock down that charger. More damage in, making that token. Sitting on our removal. No blocks here. We're winning the damage race, right? And then we have 2 available mana to use. I guess let's take away his abilities, and then we can Vexing Gull. Just so things still cost full amounts on his turn. Or my turn, I guess. Alright, can't be blocked. We can kill it with our tokens, which is great. He's removing a counter, which is also fine. Taking damage here. And then playing our Vexing Gull on top. We do have a blessing to protect ourselves. That upsets me. We probably should have kept our Chromatic's Blessing out. That's on us. Two for one, but nonetheless, I think that's okay. Three this turn, 5 next turn, should be game. We're still at 13, pulls a land, that's good. 1-0, baby. We are in bronze, so it's nothing too spectacular. But again, it's nice to get those wins. So that's the demonstration of the deck, you guys. We didn't get Dream Trawler, but nonetheless, I think it's a suitable deck for a beginner draft. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. That was our updated guide for Theros Beyond Death draft. Be sure to check out our first video that goes over our deck archetypes and synergies. That's really important when you're trying to come up with ideas for decks you want to play. And again, be sure to check out Desi's tier list, the color tiers, their ratings there. Obviously, white and black is very good right now with Theros. And then while you're drafting, be sure to fill out your farming sheet and then reference Desi's tier list again when you're picking. And then when you make your deck, try to make it as synergistic as possible. And remember your bread, bombs, removal, evasion, dirt. There might be an A in there, I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, bombs and removal, that's what you guys need to remember. And then evasion, things like flying, unblockable. Those are going to be the key components that win you the games. So if you're interested in following this draft and watching me play the other 6 matches, we're going to have that video coming up. So be sure to stay tuned for that. We are live every single morning, 6 a.m. PST on Twitch. You can also join the Discord if you want to continue this conversation there. I thank you all for your time and attention yet again. If you want to help support this page grow, just open up a YouTube playlist, click play, go to work, go to groceries, go get the kids, whatever you got to do, and just let those videos loop. That would be incredible. Thanks again, you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you all here tomorrow. Same time, same place. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.